Oh. Oh my, I'm dead. Oh shit, dude. They actually turned on me so hard. Okay, okay. Like basically the way our group stage went was we had a good shot of getting out second, third, or we had a good shot of getting out second or third in our group. If we played our best, I'm sure we could have gotten out second. If we played like average, we would have gotten out third. Like if we played really bad, we would have gotten out fourth. So we ended up playing really bad. We got out fourth, and as soon as you get out fourth against a team like Dignitas, I don't know. With our performance in the group stage and their performance, like out of group stage, Dignitas was the best team in the tournament, by far. Out of group stage, they had the best performance. So playing standard against that when we've already shown we're throwing easy games, it's very unlikely to.
Kurczę, kampę jakąś zacząć chociaż.
No, weźmiemy mida? Bierzemy tego mida, chodźcie, pomóżcie mi.
Oni tego easy campa już zrobili, dobra, nie ważne.
Kurwa! Gdzie ja poleciałem? Tak, a ja razem z nim poleciałem do ich baz. Ja pierdolę! Co to kurwa? So... Oh my god! It's busted!
Thank you for joining me for a long, boring...
Just died. Leftie! Oh my...
Thoughts on the new hero gameplay changes?
New hero, everyone says is cool. I haven't even tried it, but I'm looking forward to it. I think new hero's gonna be sick. And gameplay changes. Basically, it's like we have to wait and play it before we can really tell. Speculating right now is like it's impossible. Like with that type of change, it's literally impossible until we play it. No one's gonna know what actually is gonna happen.
What happens now, you're still gonna get ahead, but the other team is not going to go into passive mode, which is, all right, we're not gonna fight. All we do now is soak the lanes and wait for the next objective. Maybe catch someone out in a camp. But the fact that you're actually closer in level means you do have the opportunity to fight. Like, all right, maybe you're not a talent down. Maybe now instead of 13 to 16, it's like 13 to 15 or something. So you actually have a much better chance of winning that fight if you can outplay your opponent, as opposed to going in kind of going, well, I have talents and stats on top of that. Yeah. Even if we outplay them, chances are they're gonna beat us unless something wild happens, which it does from time to time. But yeah, this actually does open up opportunities to be aggressive because you're not that far behind that you do.
Yeah, I mean, what I see happening is teams will just run Lost Vikings or just run Abathur every single game just to soak their lanes. And then the objective doesn't matter. So you just have that, soaking your lanes forever, and then you have some kind of late game, because it doesn't matter if you lose your forts. It doesn't even matter if you lose your keeps, because they don't give experience either. So then what does the enemy team do? Even if they have a better early game, they're going to get a DK and push your fort? Okay. Thanks for the catapults helping us soak our lanes better. And then there's nothing the enemy team can do to get an advantage, because you don't get an advantage from doing merc camps, because they give the same experience back when they get defended. You don't get an advantage from doing the objective, because it just kills a building and gives no experience. So the only thing the other team can do is try.
I like him. But, okay, so what do you think? Just to give you a couple of the comments out here as they get ready to kick this thing off. Lots of love still for Just Don't Ask. Is secretly number 3 Murky in China and South Africa. True story. True story about Just Don't Ask. There's some serious Murky skill here. Very interesting to see what's going to happen. And as Sabas said just a moment ago, quoting a great source, it's a map. Here we go.
You need to nail this. We need to clip it. Lol. DREQ-W1. That was right. That was right. That was right. It's actually very exciting.
But it can work certainly well here on 2-man Spider Queen.
I'm waiting for it.
It's gonna be a Tyrael and a Blaze coming out.
Wow, how did you know? Dude, like, that was insane prediction. I love it. But that's a European caster right there.
Right there, yeah, I got you.
Okay.
You're in my way, man. I'm sorry, my bad.
You get the double protection. We've seen this. This was actually something that worked really well when you go back to the first one.
Coming out from Tyrael. Team Liquid doing their best to hold on, but Rich is really cleaving away his opponents.
Azov needs to be careful with the positioning here as he's looking for the engage once again. Eternal in the middle of things. Rich moving out again, dodging the stuns here. Billy in trouble, moving out and barely escaping as the fight continues and turns against Test.
Azov bring out the fell point, but Arcana is low. Get the shield at the last second, comes around. Do they have the combo available? Rich will fall first. Sport Billy holding that front line too as well. Gonna have that trade value coming out soon. Arcana in the corner, goes for a combo. He gets one, he gets two, and the Tyrael trade value coming out, but it's just Nurok and Sake, a support battle for the ages.
It's a support battle, 2-rounded against Deckard Kane. 4 dead on each side as the fight continues. Nurok and Sake fighting it out here in the middle. 37 stacks for Team Liquid. 32 against 28, and Nurok is going for it.
Inside stepped. Oh. Get him. Get him. Oh my. Okay, I can't top.
Oh, dang it. Oh, darn, ding, got him. If you do this too much, it'll be the way you actually talk. I couldn't think of something better for me in life than this being the way I actually spoke. Bitch. Oh, I 1v3 all day, baby. Fuck out of here, son. Get the. Oh, if y'all don't get the fuck off me. Get the bitch ass out of here, son. Oh my god. 1v3. Do you think I care, brothers? Do you think I care, brothers?
If we're right, if I'm right, if Mopsy's right, if Quackness is right, if Priz is right, what's going to happen is you'll lose all your keeps. All of your keeps will be dead, and you'll be up by 4 levels because the enemy team will have missed so much soak. So imagine a world where you've lost all your buildings, but you're 20 to 16, and Punisher comes up on Shrines. And you get the Punisher, you get 1 kill, and you just push to end the game, and you end the game. Which has happened in pro games, by the way. That scenario, that exact scenario, has literally already happened in pro games. So like we're gonna test it a lot on PTR. Like we're gonna test it a lot.
Not that you don't notice it, but you spend so much time actually doing what Heroes is meant to do, which is just, you know, fighting over things, that the loss in XP and what you get back from the added strategy is actually just a huge benefit.
Variety, and then commit their full damage combo.
There's so much love in the chat right now for Just Don't Ask. They want him to, everyone is sending the energy to Just Don't Ask, and normally we call that copy pasta, but here we call it love.
And it's definitely important, as Waller being the sole damage, they do need as much energy as they can to continue to win those team fights if they do want to, you know, stand a chance at the
Okay, big fight coming in. Dersang in a bad spot there in the Joanna, but it looks like they're going to spend it.
Oh, you mentioned late game Heroes, so just kind of to touch on that a little bit more. Like, yeah, like the standard game length should not be affected to that degree, where all you're doing is building this late game comp and kind of sitting back and, you know, relying on just getting the late game, because you know, again, a team's still going to end the game. There's no guarantee you're going to get to 20. Just because your level is a little bit closer doesn't mean you're not just getting dominated and your core isn't exposed all of a sudden. So they'll still be roughly around the same power level they were before. You know, if you can get to that late game, cool. But again, you have to make it there, and the other team's not just going to sit around and wait for you to do it. They're going to make it so they're going to try.
Turn around a team fight.
Miracle making some questionable decisions here, and they're losing a third. Down goes Jaina, and and that's it now.